Hey guys, welcome back to day 22 of the curve. You guys just learned about nonverbal communication over the last few days. That's an important piece of really just sharpening your saw and it takes what you're saying and it really just magnifies it. It makes it make way more sense for the customer. There's another thing I want to talk about today that's rapport on the door. It's something else that will just really give you that X factor when you're on the door and make the customer feel really, really comfortable. So what I mean by rapport on the door is there's things that you can do and say casually in between your normal door approach that will make you really have a sense of belonging there. And some of those things are using customers' names. You know, when you ask the question, did any of the neighbors mention we were going to come over? You know, do you know Maria or this person? So by you identifying that, you know, it doesn't mean that you've actually sold those customers. You never want to get caught in telling lies or fibbing on the doors. But just by saying that, did this person or this person mention that I was going to come over, or did you see me at their home? It really just establishes that you've been in the neighborhood and helps them feel confident in you. And so one of the other small things that you can do in a scenario like that is point out something about the neighbors that you recognized. And so, you know, I might say, you know, do you know Todd on the corner? He's the guy who has the red truck. Because maybe they don't know the guy's name, but they have associated the guy in the corner with the red truck. And what that does for you, again, it just establishes credibility, makes them feel comfortable and confident in you, that you've been working in the neighborhood for a while. So that's one thing you can use names and points of interest and contact with other people's homes. The other thing you could do is talk about the area. Take ownership of that. And what I mean by that is use words like us and our and really associate you with them and that you're just there to solve a problem. So what I mean by that is I can say, yeah, have you noticed that our utility rates have been going up? Or can you believe they keep raising rates on us? And so what that does, it just puts me in the same ballpark with the customer and really can establish and make it feel like you're a part of that area, a part of that community, a part of that state. And so that's going to be a really important piece of you building rapport, is helping them feel like you're on their team. The last thing that you can do to build rapport on the door is really use visuals. So I know there's some groups that they have like a mock-up bill that they'll put in the customer's hands to really help show that they're a part of the area, that they know the utility companies really well. I know some guys will pull up the utility company's website and talk through some of the changes or in net metering or things that have been going on, maybe news articles. Like there's different things that you can do to really get something in their hands so that they can really feel confident that you know what you're doing and that you're working specifically with their area. So if you'll do those three things, if you'll use names, use maybe different landmarks or things with some of the neighbors, then also try to get something in their hand where you're putting yourself on their level, associating their bill with your bill and doing things like that to really put yourself on their team, and then get those things in their hands to get them confident in you as a sales guy. Like those three things will make all the difference, so that as soon as you are having that interaction with that customer, they really feel the rapport and feel like you're part of that neighborhood. Do those things. I promise you'll have success with those. That's kind of like the X factor. That's the thing that after you've established, you know, the actual wordage of your pitch, the nonverbal communication, like this is the thing that will really make sure that you stand out apart from all of the other solar guys that have ever knocked on their door.